What is going on, everyone? I hope you've all had a wonderful day. We'll be breaking down the E-mini futures contract real quick today. I'm trying to make this a very fast-paced video. Try to get you guys in and out as there isn't a whole lot to review today. If you guys don't mind, please leave a like quickly down below if you would like. Leave a comment as well as subscribe if you guys are new. Try to bring you guys my input on what the market is doing. Hopefully you guys learned something throughout this video. So starting off, market is in a balance. All it was today was a choppy session early on in the morning and then a slow grind up only to be liquidated late in the day. We are still in a balance on the daily time frame, weekly still one time framing up, and our monthly still in a large balance. So the market is waiting for more market generated information. Now, what does this mean? It means we're waiting on something that could be potential catalysts such as CPI tomorrow. We also kick off earnings this week with banks. Coming into the end of the week, we have bank earnings coming in. So potential for that to, set some stocks off, set the S&P off in some type of way, fashion, or form. So market in a large balance here, and you can see that how I have it here. Balance high here, 41.6325. Balance low, 40.8850. 30-minute time frame, we've just been chopping in and out. We've got near our balance high, and we've failed off pretty good. We got near our balance low and bounced off of it pretty good. We bounced off of it 1, 2, 3 times now, and we've rejected the highs so far 3 times. So I'm gonna break down the 30-minute time frame real quick. Go into our destinations, go over our daily time frame and our weekly time frame. And I'm not going to touch the monthly because not a lot has changed on our monthly. So let's go ahead and get into our 30-minute time frame. So this is our destinations that I normally go over. Today we only ended up with the high and the low. We actually had a potential for an afternoon pullback low in G period, but that got wiped out with this big liquidation in M period, which I was happy to capitalize on because I had a short position on. The only trade of the day actually was a short position, and I waited roughly about an hour and a half for that position to kind of roll over before I was able to take some profits off the table. Anyway, let's break it down. We opened up inside and above these sets of single prints. I said in yesterday's video, if we open up, because it was a double distribution day, if we open up in or above the upper distribution, you will look to take back this set of single prints, and that's exactly what we did. We took back these set of single prints by opening up above the previous day's high. We actually opened up with a bit of a gap, backfilled the gap, and then just decided to kind of grind back up later in the day after C kind of had a little bit of liquidation after getting the overnight low and the initial balance low. But we take back this set of single prints late in F period. Was finally when we decided to fill it. Was also when we attempted to go trend. We attempted to break above A's high. So not only taking out the initial balance low, but then taking out our initial balance high, showing how emotional and short-term these traders actually are. I did not participate in any of this. I did not get involved until late in the day once it kind of showed that every push up had been a fade, essentially. But we did pull back in G period. Good opportunity for an afternoon pullback low for anybody that did buy, because we did have a wide point of control here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide once G came through. So decent wide point of control. Take the long, let it rotate back up, right? Usually whenever you have an afternoon pullback low, you can tend to get back near the highs or get back up near a higher day or create a new one. So that's what occurred in G period. H period pushes up, and then we kind of just grind up to the upside until late in the day when we liquidate in M period. I actually took a short here in J period against I's high. I got short right around the 49 level, thinking that maybe this market wasn't going to go trend because it was relatively small range for the day, light volume once again. So I was not expecting this to run away from me. I had my stop above 52. Because if we got above 52, likelihood was get 54 and then rotate up to the high of day. So decided to let that thing liquidate. So I was just waiting for this thing to kind of liquidate. Wanted to roll over. It kind of happened in L period, but didn't get quite to where I had my target at. I had my target right around eyes low, uh, or at least the opening, because I thought maybe we'd rotate back down to point of control, and that's kind of what happened late in M period as we had that pretty big, large liquidation break. Rolled over, and then yeah, that's basically the gist of today. Choppy, short term, emotional trading before CPI data comes out. So we just go out with today's high and today's low. So let's go ahead and mark those, and then we'll go ahead and look at our daily and our weekly time frame. So today's low was 28.75. 28.75 was today's low of day. Which tomorrow these destinations probably won't even matter if it creates a decent amount of volatility, which I'm kind of expecting it to, since we really haven't had a large ramp up in volume or anything. 51.75 was today's high. 51.75. 51.75. I almost got stopped out of this position. Had it gone up by one more tick, I would have been stopped up. All right, 11. But it came in. I got my points on it. Thankfully, it rolled over. I did have a nice little stop in. It rolled over, and I made good money on that. All right, hive day. And then, yeah, that's it. No wide point of control. It's 8 wide. Will not ignore it, but I'm not going to carry it forward as far as marketing on the destinations. So tomorrow, if we open up inside the day's range, expect a lot of chop prior to the CPI number being released. Actually, no, they release it before. What am I talking about? So CPI will be released before, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm being, oh, hell, I don't know what I'm talking about. So whenever CPI number comes out, just be wary. It should come out prior to the opening, right? Yeah, 7:30 in the morning, Central Time is when it'll be out. 8:30 Eastern. So after that, it could invalidate whether or not we open up inside the day's range. However, if we do open up inside the day's range, we get the day's high, you will test our balance high at 63.25. We break through that. Watch out, because stops will run this bad boy to the upside. We break today's low. You will backfill this set of single prints 22 to 1750, and then our afternoon pullback low at 102.25, and then 98.75. And if this thing really starts to liquidate down to the bottom, you will get our balance low at 88.50 and fill that small little gap at 775, at 87.75. So let's go into our daily time frame. Let's look at this. So this is our monthly balance that we've been trading inside of. You can see, once again, a little bit of a double top kind of going on up here. For the short term, double top going on. We topped out once in this range, kind of doing it again in this range. However, tomorrow's number may cause some volatility and for us to push up higher, breaking out of this balance. Let me go ahead and bring up that daily balance for you guys. You can see here, we have just been chopping inside this range. Once again, the 63.25 to 88.50 range, just chopping back and forth. Nothing you guys aren't familiar with. However, if we take out the balance low or roll over, we will back test. First, we'll fill the small gap here. Back test the 50, and the 20-day moving average is our next destination as far as moving averages go. And then this gap down here that at some point has to get filled. We take out today's high, you will push up into that 4,200 area, and then this high here is the kind of the main one in the sand, main line in the sand here for me at 0850, 420850, kind of the line in the sand for me, as that was a monthly high. So we get above that, this market could really start to get some legs to the upside, and watch out. So daily, just balancing back and forth in between everything. Let's go into our weekly. Uh, weekly after breaking out that balance high. We're one time framing up 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. Just because this week is an inside week does not mean we have stopped the one time framing. You can say so far that it is up to balance because it's an inside week, but I do believe because this week is, or uh, this week here is the daily balance area. If I bring that up, you'll see that entire range there is the balance area. So we take that out one way or the other should bring some liquidation to the upside or to the downside. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, we take out last week's high. We will continue to one time frame up. Then you'll attack these weekly highs here. We take out last week's low. We'll be putting the weekly back into a 3-week balance. Let me get rid of this balance area here because that no longer exists. We'll be getting ourselves back into a 3-week balance, and depending on how much of this week we take back, or this week, if there is some real liquidation, will determine how big the balance is. So get your hard hats on for tomorrow. Be safe, use stops, maybe reduce the size if you are trading out there. I'll plan on doing the same. Might not even touch the market if it's being extremely choppy or emotional. Once again, thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll catch you in tomorrow's video. See ya.